Have you been searching for this achievement and trying your absolute best to fly all over the map to get them? Well, stay tuned and I'll show you exactly all the coordinates for every single explorer node. What is up, Kryptonians, and welcome back to another video. Today we are playing a little bit of Ark, and I've had a few people asking me to do a video on the explorer nodes and try and push them all into one video. So it's a short video but a long one, if you get what I'm saying. But yeah, so I started at the corner of the map and worked myself all the way through to the tech cave at the end. So I'm gonna do it not in order, but I will do in the description. Please check in the description. I'll put the timestamps for each and every one. But in this video I will cover every single explorer node. So without any further ado, let's get started. So we had our first node, and we've got the Maya node number 10, which is at 27.2 by 43.9. Next up, Helena node number 19 at 25.1 by 44.6. Now we got the Mayan node number 18 at 26.5 by 51.6. Here we got Helena node number 26 by 27.6 by 56.4. Now we got Helena node number 22 by 24.8 by 60.8. Now we got the Argentavis dossier at 21.6 by 53.8. Helena node number 20 by 19.1 by 49.9. So I'm going to show the ruins a little bit better, so it's going to be a lot better. So now we got Mayan node number 3 by 15.7 by 52.4. Next up, Mayan node number 14 by 15.3 by 53.1. Next one's over here in the ice. Show a little bit there. So we're Mayan node number 12, which is at 12.7 by 54.5. There's no artifact there. Move around. Okay. The Helena node number 21 by 12.6 by 49.3. This one's hidden in the corner. But yeah, with the coordinates it should be easy. Mayan node number 6, and it's at 16.8 by 29.0. Next one there. We got the Ankylosaurus dossier at 15.7 by 26.6. And Kalosaurus. Damn, just excuse me. Dino words are hard. Next we got the Mayan node number 2 at 15.1 by 20.7. Next up, Helena node number 28 by 22.2 by 23.4. Here by the blue obi, you'll find Helena node number 27, 25.9 by 25.6. just low at the bottom from the blue obi. You'll find the next one is the Gigantopithecus dossier at, oh, let me just press this right, at 26.6 by 23.5. Blue obi on top there again. You'll find Helenon note number 24 at 28.9 by 23.2. Here's quite a big ruin, so it's a little bit hard to miss it, but right here at the back you'll find it over here. It's the Mayan note number 1, and it's at 25.0 by 18.8. Next up, we've got the Diplodocus dossier, and it's at 25.0 by 13.4. Mayan note number 27 at 22.0 by 9.6. Or 09.6. Check around, see it. Also a little bit hidden, but yeah, you won't be, it's a little bit hard to miss it again. But Mayan note number 5 at 26.6 by 16.3. Next up, there's a little bit ruined there. See at the corner next to the ocean, you'll find Mayan note number 8 at 32.4 by 16.1. Next up, is also a little bit hidden, hard to see it, but you'll get it. It's the Brontosaurus dossier at 31.6 by 17.1. Another one that's in a corner, but there's that. It's the Helenon note number 25, which is at 36.2 by 22.4. So I'm just going to show this one quite big, because as you can see, it's in the corner between two rocks. Here you'll find the Chalicotherium dossier at 31.2 by 28.9. Ruin is quite easy to see. Also near the blue obi, you'll find Mayan note number 16 at 34.4 by 29.3. Oh, nice ruin around here. Find there. You'll see it's the Perlovia dossier, which is at 36.5 by 34.8. Blue obi. Here you'll find a Nervon note number 5, which is at 45.3 by 31.4. Next up, we've got the Nervon note number 19 at 43.4 by 30.9. Also small ruin, also in the corner between two rocks, but if you go to the exact coordinates, you'll find it. Nervon note number 20, which is at 50.5 by 38.5. So if you just follow the coordinates, you'll get straight to it. Next up, Mayan note number 19, which is at 38.9 by 44.0. Small ruins. So let's go around. This one's looking for trouble. Let's do this quick so I can help there. It's the Carnotaurus dossier at 33.3 by 41.0. Mayan note number 30, which is at 39.9 by 40.5. This one is by the Tech Cave entrance, quite easy to find. It's the Nervon note number 30, which is at 43.0 by 39.2 for some people that doesn't know where the Tech Cave entrance is. Like I said, I'm just going to run through them quick, so hopefully you guys will be happy with this, but this is just to get you the exact coordinates to where they are. So let's hop on to the next one and then try and make it a little bit faster so you won't stay here forever. And so we're at, you'll see it's behind a waterfall. We got the Archaeopteryx dossier. Hope I'm saying that right. By 18.6 by 42.7. So if you come to this coordinates, it's behind a waterfall. You'll find the ruins. It's at Mayan note number 11, which is at 20.4 by 40.7. We've got Mayan note number 13, which is at 21.3 by 40.9. Here we got Mayan note number 29, 18.2 by 37.9. See there, the ruins is at the back. Then just in front of that ruin, you'll find the Anglerfish dossier at 24.5 by 40.0. Here we go. Here we got the Mayan note number 28, which is at 23.4 by 37.7. Mayan note number 15 at 26.8 by 39.6. Got Mayan note number 17 by 28.0 by 33.9. Next up's Mayan note number 7. I just got to get this Bronte. Jeez, by 21.3 by 29.9. Over here, you got small little pillar ruin here. You get the Mayan note number 4, which is at 19.8 by 30.0. This one's a little bit hidden, but not that hard to find. You'll get the Dimetrodon dossier at, oh come on buttons, 28.4 by 74.2. Next up, here almost on the beach, you will get the Rockwell record number 27, 20.0 by 85.8. Next up's the Dung Beetle dossier, which is at 16.5 by 84.9. And I think a Carno is trying to kill me, so let me get, okay. Next up's Rockwell record number 4, which is at 14.0 by 85.9. And this is on Carno Island. Also Carno Island, we get Beelzebufo dossier, which is 14.8 by 81.4. Got Helenon note number 29, which is at 16.2 by 81.2. Next up, on the corner here, you'll get the Arthropleura dossier, which is at 14.2 by 69.1. Rockwell record number 5 at 21.2 by 69.1. Nerve on note number 1, which is at, oh, just buttons. It's at 22.4 by 68.4. We got Helen on note number 23 at 23.8 by 65.3. Next up's the Helen on note number 14, which is at 26.3 by 62.8. On the beach again, we got Rockwell record number 1, 25.3 by 73.1. Here we got the Dimorphodon dossier, which is at 26.6 by 70.5. Next one you'll find here halfway in the water is the Castoroides dossier, 25.0 by 71.8. Get around. Thylacoleo dossier, which is at 32.4 by 66.2. Next up, we got the Mayan note number 20, which is at 39.0 by 71.1. Mayan note number 21, which is at 32.3 by 73.3. Next up, we've got the Baryonyx dossier, which is at buttons 30.0 by 78.0. Diplocaulus dossier at 27.5 by 82.5. Here we got the Mayan note number 22, which is at 30.1 by 82.3. Here we got the Electrophorus dossier, hope I'm saying that right again, by 36.4 by 81.4. Hey, here we got, I'm calling it the extinction note. So extinction note number 4 at 36.1 by 79.0. So extinction note, question mark, question mark. Next up, we've got nerve on note number 2, which is at 35.6 by 78.0. Here we got the Mayan note number 23 by 40.2 by 78.7. Next up we got the nerve on note number 24, which is at 44.0 by 77.0. Here we got the Kairuku dossier at 42.5 by 79.6. Rockwell record number 7 at 44.1 by 81.3. Nerve on note number 6, which is at 49.3, Sun 79.0. Get sorry for that, can't get the map. There we go. So there. Next up we got the Ichthyosaurus dossier, which is at 52.9 by 79.7. Next up's nerve on note number 16, which is at 53.7 by 77.8. Next, nerve on note number 25, which is at 55.2 by 75.8. Nerve on note number 10, which is at 51.3 by 54.6. Nerve on note number 8, which is at 52.4 by 49.0. So this one doesn't have any ruins around it, but yeah, so it's the nerve on note number 27, which is at 56.2 by 51.0. Rockwell record number 14, it's at 58.5 by 48.9. Here we got the Meganeura dossier, which is at 54.3 by 41.4. Here we got the Patchy dossier, which is at 65.4 by 40.7. So now we're at, I think this is the biggest ruins in the game. So if you come up the stairs, you'll find Rockwell record number 8, which is at 64.4 by 34.1. So I'm not going to skip to the next one. So if you just turn to your left, go straight up here, then just jump all the way there. Just use your flyer, or like me using my tech armor, and then just get all the way into the corner here. You'll find the next one. Get around the rock. There we go. So there you'll find the Equus dossier, which is at 63.5 by 33.3. Next up, we've got the Basilosaurus dossier at 65.0 by 31.4. Nerve on note number 18, which is at 57.8 by 32.2. There we go, damn. Next, Helen on note number 10, which is at 52.4 by 58.9. I need to save my RG quick. He saved. Next one is Compy dossier, which is at 41.1 by 49.2. Here we got the Coelacanth dossier, which is at 36.9 by 49.8. Here we got the Europithrid dossier at 44.1 by 49.0. Nerve on note number 28 at 47.9 by 47.5. Yeah, we got the Dunkleustes dossier. I don't think I said that right again. By 43.9 by 55.2. Nerve on note number 22, which is at 43.6 by 61.0. Next up, we've got the Gallimimus dossier, which is at 45.6 by 62.3. Here we got nerve on note number 7, which is at 47.8 by 60.8. Next up, we've got Helenon note number 15, which is at 34.0 by 56.0. On top of the mountain, we'll find the cute little otter dossier, which is at 35.7 by 59.1. Over here, we'll find the Gigantosaurus dossier, or also Giga, at 43.9 by 66.3. Nervon note number 4, which is at 41.1 by 68.0. Over here we got the Diabear dossier, which is at 40.3 by 83.8. Sorry, a bit of lag over there. So now we got the Nervon note number 17, which is at 43.3 by 69.2. Then we get the Nervon note number 23, which is at 45.3 by 68.3. Yeah, almost close to the green obi, you'll find Nervon note number 21, which is at 54.7 by 70.7. Rockwell record number 13, which is at 64.1 by 61.5. Next up, we've got the Plesiosaurus dossier, which is at 68.4 by 59.5. Over in the swamp, you'll find this little bee dossier over here, which is at 70.6 by 61.1. And just be careful when you're coming to get this one. Next up, we've got Nervon note number 29, which is at 71.1 by 57.9. Let me just put the brightness down a bit. There we go. There you can see. Piranha dossier, which is at 68.1 by 67.6. Okay, I'm just going to run around the snake quick. Here we got the Ichthyornis dossier, which is at 72.7 by 64.4. Okay, let me just get this one quick. See you at the next one. Rockwell record number 25 at 74.9 by 65.5. Got another dino attacking me again, so I'll do it quick. Helenon note number 18, which is at 76.6 by 70.6. Over here we got, we run around, Rockwell record number 10, which is at 75.6 by 71.4. Rockwell record number 24 at 76.4 by 68.1. Here we go. Our next one is the Rockwell record number 11, which is at 80.0 by 67.1. Yeah, we got the Pulmonoscorpius dossier, which is at 80.6 by 61.9. Next up, we've got the Pegomastix dossier, which is at 82.2 by 62.9. Here we got Nerve note number 14. Okay, let me try that again. There we go. At 72.3 by 59.2. Here we got extinction note number 7. Oh, note question mark. Number 7 at 75.6 by 60.4. Okay, let's leave it here. Here we got the Rockwell record number 12 at 82.6 by 51.3. Over here we got the Ammonite dossier, which is at 87.5 by 51.4. Next up, we got the saber-tooth salmon dossier, which is at 87.4 by 52.4. Here we got the Daeodon dossier, which is at 88.0 by 53.0. Next up, we've got the Phihomia dossier, which is at 72.4 by 53.8. Another swamp ruin over here. You'll find the Therizinosaur dossier at 67.5 by 48.5. Next up, we got the Pelagornis dossier, which is at 71.2 by 47.2. Next up, we got Helena note number 5, which is at 81.5 by 44.6. I'm being attacked again, so I'm gonna do this quick. Okay, wait, let me kill him first. I'll be back. Jeez. Okay, freaking raptor. Okay, next up we got the Rockwell record number 28, which is at 78.3 by 47.2. So we got the Rockwell record number 2, which is at 75.9 by 46.6. The Sarco dossier, which is at 77.8 by 42.9. Next up, we've got the Hyenodon dossier, which is at 80.9 by 81.8. Sorry, the track is shaking. Here we got the Hesperornis dossier, which is at 81.6 by 84.1. Megalania dossier, which is at 84.4 by 84.1. Over here we got the Stegosaurus dossier, which is at 78.3 by 79.0. Helena note number 6, which is at 77.2 by 76.4. Here we got Helena note number 17 at 76.8 by 77.3. The Achatina dossier, Achatina dossier at 75.7 by 78.1. Let's just call it the snail. Next up, we've got this hideous thing, the Trudon dossier, which is at 74.9 by 78.8. he doesn't deserve his own Explorer note, but okay. Yeah, this ruin, you'll find the Spino dossier, which is at 75.7 by 79.8. Take you around. So you got a cool view of the ruins. It's Rockwell record number 23, which is at 75.4 by 74.0. The Rockwell record number 26, which is at 75.7 by 75.5. Here we got the Overs dossier, which is at 73.3 by 74.1. Here we got the Procoptodon dossier, which is at 72.3 by 78.1. Procoptodon. I think I'm saying that right. Here we got the Pteranodon dossier, or like we call it PT. The PT dossier at, which is, sorry, I think I'm lagging. There we go. The PT dossier, which is at 66.9 by 76.7. Here we got Nervon note number 13, which is at 69.6 by 84.5. Get it, there we go. Over here we got Helenon note number 8, which is at 61.1 by 81.4. Here we got Rockwell record number 15, which is at 70.1 by 31.9. Next up we got the Parasaur dossier, which is at 71.4 by 32.1. Here we go, Rockwell record number 21, which is at 77.1 by 31.6. Get a good look of the ruin. We got the Woolly Rhino dossier, which is at 79.2 by 32.2. Over here we got Helenon note number 7, which is at 78.7 by 27.7. Next up we've got Nervon note number 11 at 82.6 by 27.0. Around this small little ruin, you'll find the Leechsichthys dossier at 83.1 by 23.4. The Leechsichthys. Oh well, the huge ass fish. Rockwell record number 2, which is at 83.2 by 24.7. Next up we got extinction note number 13, or question mark note number 13 at 89.2 by 24.4. The Raptor dossier at 86.7 by 24.9. Here we got the Quetzal dossier, which is at 87.4 by 23.2. Got Rockwell record number 19 by 83.8 by 27.7. Here we got Rockwell record number 20, which is at 86.4 by 26.7. Here we got the Sabertooth dossier, which is at 77.1 by 26.0. Hoi. Here we got the Leopleurodon dossier at 78.1 by 24.3. Got the Kentrosaurus dossier at 78.2 by 23.5. Here we got the Patchy Rhinosaurus dossier at 77.6 by 20.6. Megatherium dossier at 75.0 by 21.3. The Euthyranus dossier at 73.9 by 23.5. Sorry, that was a bit quick, but next we got the Nervon note number 12 at 77.4 by 16.3. Here we got the Nervon note number 26, which is at buttons. There we go. 73.8 by 17.6. Here we got the Rockwell record number 16 at 69.4 by 24.8. Let's just get on here. There we go. Here we got the Guanodon dossier at 62.3 by 24.6. Here we got the Onyx dossier, which is at 66.3 by 19.6. Next up is the Moschops dossier, which is at 64.2 by 17.3. I think that corner is going to give me issues, but here we got the Nervon note number 15 at 62.1 by 20.3. And like I said, the corner is giving me issues. Okay. Here we got the Oviraptor dossier at 58.8 by 23.0. Dodo dossier, which is at 56.7 by 21.4. Here we got the Helenon note 13 at 55.1 by 27.6. Rockwell record number 3 at 54.8 by 13.7. Here we got the Mayan note number 26 at 52.4 by 17.3. So that's the Mayan note we just did just now over there. If you just go straight up the mountain, you'll come to the next little ruin where you will find the Basilosaurus dossier, which is at 52.4 by 17.7. Mayan note number 24, which is at 50.4 by 23.2. Microraptor dossier, which is at 48.5 by 21.5. Here's the Doedicurus dossier, which is at 46.9 by 27.5. We got extinction note number 10, which is at 44.3 by 23.6. Here we got Maya note number 25, which is at 42.5 by 22.9. Here we got the Direwolf dossier, which is at 42.4 by 20.8. Nervon note number 3, which is at 39.5 by 24.4. Helenon note number 16, which is at 40.7 by 26.0. Okay guys, so that's it. That's all the notes that's on the land. So now we're going over to caves. So the first cave we'll find here at 70.7 by 86.2. So I'm going to go around the map and then we'll go into the caves one by one. And then, like I said, it's going to be a short clip. So I'm going to go over to the notes and then just show you like a little brief description of what's around the note, and then you guys can just pop in as I'm there. Sorry about that. So if you come down, as you see, you come from the top. If you come through, you'll find your first ruin. So this is on your way down to the artifact. Then you'll find the first one is Rockwell record number 18, which is at 68.6 by 86.0. Once you're done there, just head back and then just go a little bit to your right. Then over here you'll find the Mantod dossier, which is at 68.9 by 86.1. So after this one, you just carry on down to the artifact. You just take this path going straight down here, and then I'll see you there. So as you can see, you'll be ending up there on your right side. And then you'll get to the Megalosaurus dossier, which is at 67.4 by 85.5. And this is like right opposite the artifact. And that's that. Now we're at the second cave. Entrance is 80.1 by 53.5. As you carry on through the cave, you'll come to the first little ruin here. You'll get the Caprosachus dossier, which is at 82.9 by 51.9. So if you carry on coming through that tunnel over there, you'll get to Helenon note number 12, which is at 84.0 by 52.1. And then if you keep going right from our previous one, you get to the Leech dossier, which is at 85.3 by 53.4. So we're at the next cave. The next cave entrance is at 68.2 by 56.1. And I think this is quite an easy one. So if you carry on coming down from the cave, you'll find your first ruins over here. You'll get to the Lystrosaurus dossier, which is at 68.6 by 59.2. So if you keep on going down, you'll get to a splint. You turn left. As you turn left, you'll come across the rocks. You'll get to Helenon note number 11, which is at 69.7 by 61.3. So now you just go all the way back, and instead of going right, you turn left. Then you'll come out of this tunnel. While coming out of this tunnel, you'll get to the ruins that's quite behind me. So this is also a big ruin. Just run straight into this ruin. So yeah, you're coming from there, so you go straight to the ruin, and then you'll find the Mammoth dossier, which is also the last one, and it is at 71.3 by 59.8, and I believe that's our last one. So we're at the next cave. This is at 62.6 by 37.2, and most important one about this one is the poison cave. So yeah, remember to bring your gas mask or your hazmat mask, but I'm thinking it's the gas mask. So if you carry on all the way to the right, you'll find your first one over there, which is the Tapejara dossier at 62.2 by 40.2. So yeah, after you got that one, just go a little bit in. Luckily I'm playing on a PvE service, which has got cave flying enabled, so it made it a little bit easier for me. So I'm just gonna kill these quick. I'll be back now. Okay, so they're dead. So you just continue going down that little tunnel, then quite easy, close by you'll find the Terror Bird dossier, which is at 62.1 by 40.8. And so yeah, now you have to continue and going back all the way to your left. You need to go back through the tunnel all the way to the artifact, which is on the far opposite side of where we are at the moment. So I'll see you there. So as you can see, you'll come through there as you continue your way to the artifact. The artifact's all the way on top over there where you get the artifact, and then you'll run over the Titanosaur dossier, which is at 61.7 by 40.7. And this is the last one for the poison cave. So next up we got 41.5 by 46.9. This is the cave in between the two mountains here, the metal mountain and the small one over there. So from there on in, go inside. As you continue downwards, you'll find your first one. It's the Megalodon dossier at 40.9 by 47.3. So when you finish with the Megalodon, just keep going. Instead of going left, just turn right. So yeah, you'll come from there, just go right quick. As you go right, you'll get to a little dead end, but also not a dead end. You'll get Rockwell record number 17, which is at 40.8 by 47.6. And then after this one, you just continue your way down, all the way down to the artifact, and that's where the last one for this cave would be. As you can see, there's the artifact, and right next to the artifact is the Araneo dossier, which is at 39.6 by 45.8. Now we're at the cave at Carno Island, which is at 14.8 by 85.3. And this one is quite easy. It's just you need a lot of firing power. As you can see, there's a lot of onyx and stuff available, but the artifact's down there, and then there's a little cliff just on top of the artifact. You will get the Mosasaurus dossier, which is at 16.4 by 84.4. After you come down from the Mosa's dossier, you just keep going straight. At the bottom, you'll get the Megalosaurus dossier, which is at 16.6 by 84.0. Then what you can do is just make your way straight to the artifact. As you can see, here's the artifact in the ruin here. There's the artifact over there, but don't go into the door, just go a little bit to your left. There you'll find the Mesopithecus dossier, which is at 16.0 by 84.4. Okay guys, that's it for all the land caves. So now we're over to our water caves. So I'm going to do the two big ones first. As you can see, we're going to go straight from here in. So just make sure you got a water dino or something, because it's quite dangerous inside. So yeah, as you continue going down, you'll find, if you go to your right, you'll find a hole. You'll get your first explorer note over here, which is Rockwell record number 6. And it's at 46.4 by 83.7. So yeah, it's just, as you come down that cave, you'll find a hole. You just go through the hole, it's like you're making your way to the artifact. Then you will be able to find this one quite easy. Next one we'll find is the Cnidaria dossier, which is at 49.8 by 81.7, and that's also just leading on your way down to the next artifact. As you will continue, you'll see you'll exit the cave or the water cave there at the back. You'll find Helenon note number 9 by 49.3 by 79.2. So if you carry on running straight from that explore node we just found, coming straight up, you'll find Mayan note number 9, which is at 47.2 by 81.5. And that's it for the first water cave. So now we're at the second one. It's at 53.3 by 10.3. So like I said, make sure you got a water dino, quite powerful one, because they quite aggressive in this waters. Then you just make your way all the way in. As you continue coming inwards, you'll see this little opening where you can turn right with your dino. You'll find your ruins over here. Just come inside, go up the stairs. Then over here you'll find Rockwell record number 9, which is 61.6 by 16.0. Now, what you got to do is, as you continue your way back into the cave, you'll find this little air pocket that's leading straight through. But just make sure, I think there's 2 or 3, so just come all the way up. Then you'll see there's like this little air pocket on top. And then you will see your explorer node is to your left at the crystals over here, which is Nervon node number 9 at 58.2 by 19.7. So instead of going back into the water, if you've got a cryopod or something, or like we've got the balls on this PvE server, just pick up your dino and then just jump across the water, or use your crossbow and just continue your way up into this little mine here, as I can say. So then you'll come to the top. Right on top here you will see that's where the artifact is, where you can find the artifacts over there where I'm pointing at. So right behind me is the explorer node. So just make sure when you are here you got a powerful weapon or a water dino. So yeah, here's the Tusotheus dossier at 59.9 by 21.3. And then from there on, if you can go, make yourself all the way down, throw your water dino out into the water, and then you can just escape from here quite easily. So next up, we've got the small caves. So guys, I'm going to give you, it's 90.1 by 36.7 more or less, the cave opening, but just double check wherever you see bubbles. If there's bubbles like that, that means there's a cave entrance or a hole that you can go into the cave. So if you go into this cave, you just go straight up like that. Keep running straight, you'll find the next explorer node, which is the Helenon node number 3, which is at 90.9 by 36.1. Next opening will be at 90.5 by 71.4. Excuse the collateral damage, there's going to be a lot of dinos in here, so check for the bubbles. Then you can see his cave entrance. Then just continue straight going into the cave. It's quite nice caves to build if you're playing in a PvP area, because it's hard to raid caves like this if you build it properly. Then you'll find Helenon Note number 2, which is at 91.8 by 71.2. Next entrance would be at 87.0 by 90.0. Also check for the bubbles. As you can see, the bubbles are over there. Just there's a little bit viewing around the cave entrance. Go make your way into the cave. Jump straight, and then you'll see it as you jump into the cave. You'll find the Triceratops dossier at 87.4 by 91.0. Next cave entrance is at 52.7 by 91.6. And yeah, so these are the caves, such as around. Sorry again for the collateral that's around here. Bubbles. Then make your way into the cave. Then you'll find the Mighty Rex dossier, which is at 53.1 by 92.4. Okay, next up we've got another cave at 36.3 by 90.8. Once again, just showing a little bit around quick so you can know how to enter. There's the bubbles. Make your way in. And as you go in, you'll run straight into it. Is the Titanoboa dossier, which is at 36.0 by 92.0. Next cave entrance is at 7.8 or 07.8 by 89.8. Just show you a little bit around. So there we go, bubbles. Go through the bubbles into the cave. You go straight. You'll run right into it, which is Helenon Note number 1 at 08.4 by 90.8. Next cave entrance is at 10.4 by 39.7. And as you can see by my index finger on the map, that's where it is. A little bit viewing around, bubbles. Then you just go straight in. As you go straight in, on your right, just got to go up the little hill here. Then there you'll find the Carbonemys dossier, which is at 10.8 by 40.4. Next cave entrance is 09.9 by 21.6. Show you a little bit around, bubbles. There's places that want to kill me, so I'm just going to go straight in quick. So as you go onto the cave, almost the same as the previous ones, just carry on straight. Then you'll find the Trilobite dossier at 10.9 by 22.0. Next cave is 16.0 by 10.3. See over there, near the ice. Bubbles, follow the bubbles, and then just make your way into the cave. Personally, this is one of my favorites. I like to build in this cave. So just go all the way to your right. You'll find the Allosaurus dossier, which is at 16.4 by 10.9. So next cave is at 50.3 by 11.1. So I'll show you around quick. Freaking Megalodon. Oh my goodness. Okay, I'm just going to go in straight quick. So always the entrance, keep to your left. But the cave's isn't that big, so if you go right or left, you'll see it in anyway. You'll find oh my lord. Okay, you'll find the Titanomyrma dossier at 49.2 by 11.0. Let's say if I don't kill myself before then. Next cave is at 83.2 by 10.5. Now this is my ultimate favorite cave, guys. The entrance is very, very, very small. And yeah, people are struggling to raid you when they come in here. As you can see, it's quite of a big cave. Just love this cave. It's an awesome place to build a base. But yeah, just make your way in here. Then you go all the way to the left. Then over here you'll find the Dilophosaur dossier at 84.3 by 10.2. So, next one's at 90.8 by 13.7. Show a bit around. There's the bubbles. So this one is halfway in a ditch somehow. Make your way into the cave. Let's just run straight. You'll see it right over there. We got the Helenon note number 4, which is at 90.6 by 13.0. And that's that, guys. That's every single explorer note on the island. So there's only 4 left, which is a bit hard to get to because you have to kill all the bosses. But it's quite easy if you go for the gamma one. So me and a friend are going with 1 Rex just to show you guys. So I'll see you there. So here we are. Here's the tech cave, or the overseer, where you have to beat him to ascend. So this is quite easy. So after you started the mission, or the boss fight, you're gonna come over there. So you just run straight, then you'll find Mayan note number 31 at 13.3 by 73.8. And it's like the dino terminal thing. Next up, you'll see the world on your right over there, and then on your left it's where humans are made, or survivors. And then you'll find the Rockwell record number 29 at 14.1 by 75.6. As you can see there, it's like the survivor terminal. So yeah, so the second last one is here by the big door as you want to go into the overseer. So don't go inside. Just on the outside on your left, you'll find Helenon note number 30 by 19.2 by 77.1. So that's just before you enter. So after you enter the overseer to start the fight, I would suggest just run quick all the way to your left. As you can see here, all the way to your left, you'll find the last explorer note, which is the extinction note number 1. And that's at 23.6 by 78.2. And that's it, guys. That's all the explorer notes. So, yeah, thank you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know it was boring, but I tried to make it as quick as possible and as short as possible. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you have any questions or anything, please drop a comment below. Let me know what you guys think. If there's anything you want me to cover for you in Ark, let me know. And if you did enjoy this video, please hit that like button and subscribe, and let me continue making videos again. Cheers, guys.